Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
My name is Danny. I am here in Los Angeles. I'm an artist. I have a variety of creative pursuits. I would say I've been on the spiritual path of awakening and building on this kind of consciousness for the last 3 or 4 years. And so that's what led me to Nick and this work.
What did you enjoy about him that made you want to sign up for the 12-week private coaching program?
His openness. We're having this conversation maybe 10 feet away, but it was so open, and we're talking about sexual kung fu, and we're talking about these practices that have really changed our lives. He also coming from a theater background and learning to really find, the calling through the, integrating what he's, the generations of himself into the work intrigued me. So then he invited me to a brotherhood group, which had some of these practices in it, but in a group setting. And I found that work very powerful. But I was also very intrigued by the one-on-one work. I thought that, that would be more specific to exactly where I am, as much as I really valued the powerful work that we did in that brotherhood circle.
So thank you for sharing that. And yes, the private work, creating a personalized program is very powerful. What did you enjoy most about that work?
I think I enjoyed most about all of those different aspects to the work that we built upon. The shedding of layers. I feel like through the different explorations, I learned more about myself and what my needs are, what my desires are, what my strengths are in terms of my understanding of not only my chakras, but my shadow, what my child needs are. I've never articulated those before, either in a journal or publicly, and sharing them with Nick, and then exploring that, through, exploring the shadow, exploring, what the movement would look like, what the vulnerabilities are, what the strengths are, and then kind of just walking each week through the world with another kind of puzzle piece and seeing how they all connect, and catching myself and seeing my habits and seeing these patterns I've been in that now are being disrupted by a larger awareness and a larger integration, putting all those pieces together. I was really, one of the big lessons I learned was I was really impressed with myself in the ways I was having really hard conversations with both my parents, my dad and my mom, things I've had wanted to say for a long time that felt stuck or didn't have the articulation or the courage to share. And other big conversations, in my life where I just was coming with a clarity and a understanding of self that was new. And that felt really, really empowering and exciting to take this work that I was doing with Nick week by week and truly deliver and integrate it into my life and see results that I have found to be very, very wonderful and valuable.
Yeah, so thank you for sharing how the awareness of the work, it really just increased the awareness you had in your own life and how it directly improved the relationships that you had in your life. So thank you for sharing that. And if you were to refer this to a friend or a family member, how would you say Nick's private coaching program improved your life, and how would you encourage somebody if they were thinking about joining?
I would encourage them by saying to them what I told myself, which is that I'm worth the work, I'm worth the exploration, I'm worth the deeper understanding and spiritual awakening that I'm putting this time and resource behind. I think that we're all worth it, and it's a great opportunity to work one-on-one with someone who tailored the weeks to fit my needs. And so I encourage someone to explore the work, and also see what your containers look like with Nick, because Nick is open enough to meet you where you are, and that was a very a wonderful thing.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for showing up. Thank you for having the courage to dive into the work, and the open mind to explore and become aware of all these habits and patterns and to step into the real you. So thank you for showing up.
Thank you for allowing me to. And one of my favorite moments was at the very end of the 12 session, which was last week, where it just felt like Nick and I had gone on a journey together, and we had both grown. And I value that. I value that it felt like we were in partnership, going on a journey that has now and will continue to, benefit my development as a fully realized and actualized human being.
Thank you.
Thank you.